Good evening. It's the Lions Fan Cave Chat as we go live into the Huddle Sports Network and all over social media.
Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villain Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla, Grosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and Maniacs. The nightly podcasts are Hallis Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, The Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports. Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, The Michigan Truth Sports Podcast, Off the Rails, NFC Northeast, Power Hours, and Detroit Lions News. Make sure you follow
here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out Kneecap Body by Jeremy Jones.
Good evening and welcome to the Lions Fan Cave Chat. Once again, I have Austin and Bistrilla here. How you guys doing today?
I'm good.
Great.
Yeah, I had a senior moment. I admit it. I read James Burgess' comment before we dig too deep. The Jags want to lose this week. Of course they did.
Want to get rid of Doug Peterson and get rid of him?
Yeah, it's time for the Lions. It's time for the Lions to force another firing.
Yeah, that's what we're good at.
Wasn't it this week last year when we did it to Oakland?
I think so.
It?
Yeah.
It was week 10. It's going to be a game like that.
Yeah.
If everything goes right, I see the Lions molly-whopping them right in the. We might only have 200 yards of offense and still score 40-something.
I want our offense to do a little bit better.
I want our offense to do better too, but if the special teams is setting them up in the red zone every game, every series, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a chance we might see, because that secondary is as poor as it is, every tight end and every wide receiver receive a touchdown.
Oh yeah, that's right. We beat the Chargers and got rid of Staley too. Yep, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Thank God for it. I know LA is the Chargers.
The Chargers
for
were
that.
week 8 last year, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we beat them 2 weeks before we beat the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, we're still the only team to beat every team out west.
How about that?
How about that?
How about
Megan Hacker, good to see
What's
you.
up, Megan?
Hacker. So I'm accepting applications for a new dishwasher for Thanksgiving, seeing how my parents will be out of town.
Oh, that's cold.
What? Did I say something wrong?
I could go so many places with that, JB.
They're going on a vacation, and I'll be at the house here by myself. I'm accepting applications for a dishwasher.
And you need a dishwasher that looks nice naked and that can
I didn't
cook
say
bacon.
anything about naked. Why'd you have to do that? Why'd you have to go there? It is an option, though.
Yeah, dishwasher and a cook.
Heck, I think I'm gonna do a watch party here for the Lions game. What the hell? Anybody who wants to show up, more than welcome.
Puppy
They
is
asked me
on
if
weird timing.
they asked me if I wanted to close on Thanksgiving. I said, about as much as I want an enema. They said, huh? I said, I don't want an enema. Oh, okay, gotcha. I said, I don't even want to be open on Thanksgiving.
I don't even know why you guys open on Thanksgiving.
We were last year because the one lady that was managing, she actually cooked the Thanksgiving dinner and brought it in for the guys.
Is
But
that
they
all?
did
Is
like,
that all?
but
Is
they
that
only did like $600 worth of tires in 6 hours of being open. I was like, so $100 an hour, 3 guys plus the manager, and you're charging him $60 an hour. He makes $40 an hour. That wasn't even enough to keep the lights and the water running. I said,
what happened to the good old times when holidays you actually shut the hell down?
right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Well, and last year, Walmart and Meijer both went back to that. They actually closed and did not open their doors on Thanksgiving. They did not open their doors on Christmas, either one of them. Kudos to them.
Absolutely. They
And
didn't do
who the hell
a
wants to
late
work
open.
who the hell wants to work at Walmart on Thanksgiving and Christmas? Shit.
Who wants to work at Walmart in general?
But,
Well, their wages are higher than most stores, so there's a lot of people that want to work at Walmart these days.
That's fair, but
yeah, I mean they're not exactly the greatest. I mean, you might get paid some decent wages, but your insurance kind of sucks there too. They don't.
J.I.'s in the
Walmart's
chat.
kind of. But anyway, what's up, J.I.?
what's up, Jay?
Good to see you, my brother. Whoa, Austin is an American. He hates on Walmart.
Hates on Walmart. I don't hate Walmart.
So
don't
I
hate Walmart
messaged
either.
Ken Catalone to get him up, and I said, besides, both teams have a bye week this week anyways. Why you guys going over?
Right.
If you are in management, Walmart is legit. Yes, it was.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Back when they used to have specialty divisions, the Tire and Lube Express, the service manager was a specialty division. So we made twice as much as techs out there, and the service managers made twice as much as the techs. I loved it.
Sounds about right.
And as soon as I heard that they were switching,
I hate it when it's busy too, Megan. But trust.
I hate, and it's not just Walmart. I hate any store if it's too busy.
Yeah, any store is busy. Yeah.
Yeah. I avoid those stores like the plague on Black Friday. I'll wait for Cyber Monday and get all the same.
Like when I go to Meijer usually like in a peak minute, early in the morning. I mean, like 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning because there ain't nobody in there. Just people going to work to get lunch to go take it, go to work. But other than that, it's relatively just nobody's in there. So I remember those times too, because remember those stores used to be open 24/7. I'd go in there at 3 o'clock in the morning and go shopping. Ain't nobody in there.
You know what I miss was working there on Black Friday. What is Meijer? Meijer was Walmart before Walmart came into existence.
Yeah.
In Michigan.
Meijer's a high
Michigan Walmart.
Meijer's a high-end Walmart. That way.
Yeah, it was started here in Michigan, I believe, down in the Kalamazoo area, if I remember right, is where they were from. And then it branched out into Ohio and India. Oh yeah, there's some great people watching at Walmart. I always
Oh
said it'd be
yeah.
great to get 3 regular guys to go set up a podcast sitting on the bench by the walk-in doors by the food center at between midnight and 6 a.m. and called The Fashion Sense of Walmart. Have a camera facing towards people and a camera facing towards you three. And all of us with the microphone just going, hated it.
Get on the spot reporting and everything. Ma'am, what made you come out the house looking like that?
Yeah,
Fred
go Mike.
Myers.
I am wagering on Mike Tyson to win.
And that whole thing is just propaganda because Mike Tyson will beat the hell out of him. I don't even want to take my time to even look at that. This is going to be a massacre.
Well, I was
Yeah.
telling JB, I pulled up that video from The Hangover where Mike Tyson just knocks out Zach Galifianakis in the first punch. That's
Right.
gonna be that's
Yeah,
gonna be
pretty much.
how
Yeah.
it goes.
Basically, it's going to be ticky-tacky for the first 2 rounds. This is what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking. It's going to be ticky-tacky, feeling each other out. Jake Paul is going to do one of those moves that's borderline bad in boxing and going to piss Mike off. In the next hit, you're going to see, it's going to be like Jeffy Jeff. You ever watch Bob Nelson do his boxer thing, Jeffy Jeff? You
Yeah.
remember that, B? He goes, I was watching Bob Hagler, and he was standing there doing this. I dropped my glove so I could see what the hell was going on. He hit me so hard, my head spun around 9 times. I fell flat on my back with my face in the mat. That's going to be Jake Paul.
Mm-hmm.
That's my prediction. And it's probably around round 3 if it doesn't happen in the first round.
Well, usually that's what I used to hate about Mike Tyson fights back when in his heyday because everybody ordered pay-per-view. That was the thing to see his fight, and he'd knock a motherfucker out in like 1 minute. Into the fight, you'd be like, "Damn, I paid $200 for this."
Okay. J.I., go on YouTube after the show tonight and type in Jeffy Jeff boxing routine. You will lose your shit. It's hilarious.
Right.
It's almost as good as Bob Nelson and doing the football routine he did. Why the college all-stars are not able to announce themselves. Hi, my name is Robert Johnson, number 27. Right God. Had to smell which armpit he put his deodorant in.
You see this conversation between your wife and J.I. talking about
Yeah,
shaving your hair.
Yeah,
He can't grow a beard, and I don't want him to shave his head.
not a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to me is
Yeah,
I got a
you
real
have what you
job and
have,
had to cut.
have it, you know.
When I had my spiral commitment, James Mitchell should be. Considering he's off the roster, where's Little Thumbs? Little Thumbs did some work today, and he's tired. He's going to bed. I told him he should put a load in the dishwasher. He goes 3 pumps and I'd fall asleep. I said, take a Blue Chew and lay down. You know I ain't right. I'm not wrong either.
Put your wife on spin cycle.
No, he actually said, I'm so tired. I'm thinking about drawing a bath and taking it with the toaster. I said, since when do you call Mrs. Leonard the toaster? He goes, she'd kill me if I said that.
Yeah.
Hello,
Well,
King SJ.
Just like the toaster.
Mm-hmm. I said, same results. He goes, yeah, but calling her the toaster will be more painful. I said, then call her the dishwasher.
Oh, yeah, that will go over real
I
good.
know it went over real well one time when my wife got mad. I grabbed the towel and put it around her shoulders like a cape. I said, now you're super mad. That went over real well. I almost didn't wake up. Yes.
He almost didn't wake up.
No, Jeremy Ballrick Jr. When's the raffle? The raffle's going right now, but unfortunately we can't do the drawing because Leonard has the randomizer to do it. But we still got 3 spots. I believe you got 4, I've got 9. That leaves 2, 6, 8. No, he's got you got 4, right?
Yep, I got 4.
Yep. And shocker, divorced. No, not divorced. But I almost didn't wake up that evening to go to work on time for my 3rd shift job. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I did all my stupidity when I was young, so
Yeah, I did my
you got
stupidity
older.
when I was young.
I had a problem saying stuff like that.
So, since I had 2 questions that makes absolutely no sense, I'm going to say the views and opinions of Jeremy Ballrick Jr. do not reflect that of kneecap fighting with the Motor City Lions, nor I smoking Jeremy B.
That guy. That guy. He just wants to be on. That's all. He's the opposite of clickbait.
Let's put it this way: we weren't divorced, but I'm not married either, and I don't really want to get into it. Where's Super Dad Ken? He'll be in. This is about the time his racing group gets together with his game, and we hear it all the time. He'll pop in about 9:30. Yeah, plus 14 to the Jags.
Oh. Oh.
And then somebody said, "Is this the type of golf we're going to see all the time?" I said, if you actually paid attention to the game, golf wasn't as bad as the stats look.
Yeah. Look at the fight's on, but I'm not watching it. Yeah, touchy subject there, J.I. This is a sports show, not a singles mingles show.
No, but there occasionally we get. What are you eating, Austin?
Reese's
Loud.
Cup.
No.
I was eating bugles earlier. We had the ranch flavored bugles. I love those damn.
Oh, those are good.
I sat and ate a whole bag in one sitting while watching Tulsa King last night on Amazon.
Oh yeah, Tulsa King.
I like that show a lot.
I catch up on my Yellowstone. I haven't seen. I've watched.
I know. You are innocent. I did bring it up, but I just wanted to bring it up as a Jag. I got it for him. Chocolate is a craving right now during pregnancy. Well, then why are you getting it for him? He should be buying it and getting himself some.
Don't start.
Bad husband, Austin.
Okay, thanks, Jeremy.
Right, starting shit.
Yes, I am, because I can.
Yes, J.I. She is pregnant. She is due February 3rd, in about 12 weeks.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's my daughter's birthday's in February. My youngest on the 18th.
So,
are you Prego?
We got our defense overall is what, the 22nd rank now, and yeah, I think total yardage is around 22nd or 24th, something like that.
Total defense is 23rd.
23rd. Okay. Yep. And they're 32nd.
The only reason why it's that low because the passing attack is 28th, well, defensively, and the rushing yards are 6th. So,
well, what's funny,
it's kind of like the same thing we had last year. It's almost the same exact.
The only difference
thing we had last year.
I haven't known Austin or Megan long enough.
Right.
Boy.
If you see Tony Jew, tell the movie joke on Thursday night. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Hey. All I know is there's a bunch of little Jeremys running around in Kentucky, Tennessee, Illinois, and Georgia.
Don't own up to it.
I am not claiming ownership. I'm just saying. I'll claim the one that found me. His name is Jacob. He lives in Plant City, Florida, about 20 miles from where I lived when I was down there. He's 21 and works in a veterinary clinic.
There you go.
Proud of him. Dandy nuts. Yeah, I have the feeling the Jags and the Colts are a nice tune-up to face a team like the Bears. I think he told us once before, Megan. They do know what they're. Jay, aren't you? It is a tune-up game. We're getting ready so we can face the Bears. You know, we got to face a couple really bad teams first.
Yeah, we got to play Indianapolis next after this one.
And now that they announced that Anthony Richardson's starting the rest of the year, I'm not scared.
I wasn't scared of Flacco.
Neither was I, but I'm just saying.
Flacco
Farmer Jeremy
interceptions.
plowing fields and sowing seeds. Yes, I did. I'll admit it. My first son came around because I was poking her for fun, and she took me way too serious. Think about that, B.
So his name is going to be Elijah. It sounds like it's you named him after one of the characters I like in one of my authors, Isaac Asimov's book, Elijah Bailey, Detective Robots.
I don't think Ben Johnson's going anywhere if you actually listen to what he said in with Adam Schefter. He said, if I go anywhere to be a head coach, it has to be to a great organization.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
Which tells me that if it's a dumpster fire team like Indy, Chicago, the Giants, the Panthers, he's not going anywhere.
Right. And Jay, no, I think Anthony Richard got put in too soon. They made him start too soon. He needs to develop.
Rex Ryan said it best. Never draft the one-year wonder at QB. And that's exactly what they did.
He could be a good QB, but they didn't need to play him. That's what they did. They need to have him sit on the bench.
Right. Like if they'd have went with Gardner Minshew last year all season and let him sit.
Yeah.
James Burgess knows the book. Caves the
Steel. There you go, James.
I like Isaac Asimov too, but I knew the
Naked Sun, Caves of Steel. Yep. Robots of the Dawn.
Love Robots of Dawn.
Yeah.
And iRobot. The
book. Yeah,
the
Isaac
book.
Asimov he's the one that basically created data for Star Trek because he was always the positron. Yeah, I've gotten those conversations before.
Hey, Robert Wardell.
The laws of robots.
I almost guarantee you he won't take the Bears job.
Ben Johnson?
Oh hell no. He's gonna stay here.
I'll put 20 on it right now.
What's up, Ralph? Ralphie boy.
So did you guys see that the AC joint sprain that Trevor Lawrence suffered might put him out for the rest of the year?
Yep. He may need surgery. He's going for a second opinion. Foundation and Empire. Yeah, that's another good one.
Yep. Yeah.
Isaac Asimov and
they need to make more movies on his stuff. I did the iRobot thing, but I mean robots. That's you could do all kinds of CGI for these movies that he has, or for these books.
You heard me, J.I. I'll put 20 on it right now, saying Ben Johnson does not go to Chicago of any place.
Yeah, you're not getting the point, J.I. He said he's only going to go to a team that has good opportunities. Chicago don't have good opportunities, right? Not because of their coaching staff. It's because of the ownership. The ownership sucks. They don't know how to do nothing right.
J.I., I'm going to put it to you like this. The Giants have a dumpster fire of a roster. And the year that the Jaguars made the playoffs, they won their division with a 9-7 record. they had a better roster than that around Trevor Lawrence, and he couldn't get them over 9 wins. Daniel Jones with a bum-ass roster got 9 wins with the Giants and won a playoff game just like Trevor Lawrence. So you
Mhm.
tell me, who seems more like a bust, Daniel Jones or Trevor Lawrence? And it was the same year they had the same success.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying, James.
I think you'd
Yep.
have a better chance because if you listen to the fans and the media in Philadelphia, if Philly even makes the playoffs, if they lose in the first round and bow out, Sirianni's probably gone. And that's a place where Ben would go because they have an O line. They have something to
Mhm.
build around there.
Mhm.
Yeah, he could be actually dangerous in Philly.
I know he would be.
Especially with the talent he's got there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
know
mean,
how much he's going to be able to work with Jalen Hurts though, because Jalen Hurts is not like a quarter. Is not a golf. He's a completely different kind of quarterback.
he's Wish version of Lamar Jackson.
That's giving him
Smaller,
too much credit.
smaller, athletic, runs okay, throws the ball somewhat downfield. He's Wish Lamar Jackson. No, Wish is worse than Timu. Timu would be giving him too much credit. He's the Wish version. Anthony Richardson is the Etsy version, which is even worse than all of them.
Oh
He's
God.
e- he's eBay.
he's not. He's not even on
You gotta
eBay.
auction. You gotta auction
Craigslist.
Yes, I
him.
love it.
You go Craigslist.
Yeah. You know what Sunshine is?
Overtime.
Sunshine is still being paid for the national championship in the hope that his potential is there. You know what his potential is? Mac Jones had a better rookie year than he did.
And that's who's backing him up. Ain't that some shit? Hell, my damn.
Right. I mean, if you look at what that roster has all around Philly, what did I think of the Commanders Eagles game? It kind of went the way I expected. I know I picked the Commanders and win, and that's because I thought Jaden Daniels was a better quarterback, and that's it. Defensively, neither team did great or bad defensively. If you really look at it,
I
both
think
teams
Washington
gave
did
up
a pretty
yards.
good job in the beginning defensively.
Oh,
They
in the
just
beginning,
gave they just gave up off defensively at the end there. That last
Mm-hmm.
touchdown that Saquon had, it's like they just parted the Red Sea and let him go
Yeah.
through. It's like we lost already, so what difference does it make?
yeah,
I
they
don't
were
like that.
already.
See, I don't like that attitude. You should be playing, but it doesn't make a difference if the game is in hand or not. Play until the whistle blows for the end of the game. I don't like that.
Barkley was
Dan Quinn needs to get on their ass about that.
right.
Yeah.
You don't give up, especially
Mhm.
defensively. The defense gave up. The offense never did.
Yeah, the offense was trying. But see, and I think that Philadelphia understood their assignment once they got that touchdown. Their defense started playing a lot harder too because they said, "Oh, we got this. We ain't gonna let them score nothing." But they got that one touchdown in the end, but that was like garbage time touchdown at that time.
Yeah.
So where the hell is my damn? Where is my brush? Oh,
I got 20 that says he doesn't go, Robert.
he does.
Robert,
They don't have a good offensive line, man.
yeah. The offensive line has to be gutted. They have the same offensive line coach since Matt Nagy, Chris Henry Morgan. Yes,
And
I
then you
used
got
all three of his names because he's that bad. It's kind of like talking about Eugene Cyril Smith.
they got good weapons now. How's that doing for them?
Yeah, I mean, you
Oh,
can have
I would.
you can have all the weapons, all the
What's up,
running
Yodi?
backs, and the best quarterback in the world. If you ain't got an O line, the quarterback play will be trash.
No, I was looking for a brush from my keyboard.
Yoli's in the chat. That one's a little longer. I like that one better. Good to see you, Yoli. So, what are your keys to the game this weekend, Austin?
Yeah, so it's like everyone's been saying, it's a tune-up game for Jared Goff and the offense after coming off the 5 picks, 2 of which I don't blame him for with the tip balls at the line. Two of the other picks that really was his fault. The Hail Mary pick and the pick to Laporta in the end zone were really the only ones I blamed him for.
You know,
Um,
in all actuality, I want to rebuttal on that a little bit before you go any further. The Hail Mary one, that's only a 20% successful play in all the NFL with every quarterback combined.
mhm,
So I don't really blame that on a Hail Mary at the end of a half. You know, if it had been done like in the first quarter and it was a pick six, that would have been much
mhm.
more damning. The fact it was just a pick to end the half, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, going up against the Jacksonville defense, who ranked 30th in passing yards per game, 30th in
Um,
passing. I'm sorry.
God, look at Ji. Tipped at the line is the QB's fault. That is not the case. I don't know where you get that
Right.
because
You
he
Yeah,
got
really
to
I
wasn't.
mean,
the
He really
defenders are
wasn't.
the defenders are out there playing too. So I mean, you got to give
yeah,
it to the defender.
yeah, because that first tip ball at the line, the dude jumped like 3 feet or in the air to bat it in the air. So
Right. I've
that's
been
not
saying
that's not
that
on
was
golf.
Jalen Petrie. That was 100% a great defensive move. And
Oh,
And
the other one, the
Petrie
Petrie
was
other
was
one,
playing
also
like Brian Branch
er,
out there. He was all over the place.
and the other one, the ball was hit from behind him. That's not on golf.
hmm
Yeah, that was on a silly ass offensive line in the beginning.
No,
But yeah,
I give him two picks. There was one that was over Laporta's head trying to throw it deep downfield. That was a bad pass. He sailed it. And there was another one where it was more in the middle, and it was to JMO, and he was streaking, and he underthrew it. The
Well,
Hail
they
Mary
said
was
they said
dead
that
on target.
JMO ran the wrong route. That's the reason why that got intercepted. He should have ran a different route, which that's fine. I mean, because they do throw precision route passes. So that's what golf does. I mean, I can see that. The
No,
one, the one, actually, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't blame him. I mean, he's going to be the one that takes that L for the interceptions, but really none of them were his fault. If you think about it, the one that he overthrew Porter, he got hit from the back just as he was throwing it. So it caused him to toss it over, throw it over his head. But, you know, it's still a bad game for golf.
right.
And I think it's effective to what the offensive line was doing too. The offensive line, I'm trying to figure out how 3 out of 5 of the guys got high PFF ratings because there was times it was coming up the middle. I was like, what the hell is the offensive line doing in the beginning of the game? This is like the second game they've had that problem. That's not a good thing. They need to get that stuff settled down.
And it's the second week in a row Graham Glasgow was our worst rated offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
Graham's.
yeah, but anyway, going back to what I was saying, um, tune-up game for Goff. The Jacksonville passing defense ranks bottom in the league on almost every statistics that you can throw out. So I fully expect him to rebound from that, and I kind of feel like this is going to be like a Titans game. I think our special teams will have a good opportunity to get us in favorable situations on the field. Um, Smith is starting in this game, so I expect some QB pressure on Mac Jones. The offensive line of the Jacksonville Jags is not good. So I expect that attacking up the middle with Gibbs and Montgomery. Those are the things I'd be looking for.
Over under on the sacks. I'm saying over under 5.
For the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'll be under. Just because Zadarius Smith is getting his first game, he might get a sack, maybe 2. But I'm not expecting much out of him. And
I'm talking about the team though, yeah.
but you
Not
got
the
to
team.
factor in everybody else is going to free up more too, which is why I think it's still going to be around 4 sacks. Because that's been the most sacks we've had in any one game all year has been 4 really. We had the 5 versus Tampa Bay in a loss. So I think it's 4. I think we're going to end up with 4 sacks. I'll take the under.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jay. I think 5 sacks exactly because I think Aleem McNeil is going to eat in the middle there. I don't think they're going to be able to block him.
Well, our defense finally has that player that offensive coordinators have to game plan for
And for
with Smith. So I think that's
and
going to free up McNeil and Reader to kind of get up the middle with some pressures.
the thing that's great about that too, nobody knows what kind of player Smith's going to be in the system either. So they don't know where he's going to be coming from. And they don't have no game film as a Lion. So
Right.
and he's playing in I think Cleveland runs a different scheme defensively than the Lions do. So he's going to, he has to adjust to that, but I think actually I think this defensive scheme for him is easier to play in than the Cleveland one. So, it depends on how he, if he comes out the gate firing and he gets to the quarterback, like in the first 3 plays of the game, he gets near the quarterback or has a bunch of pressures at the beginning, dude, he's going to be ready to go. He'll get a sack. I think he'll get a sack at least in this game.
Oh, this isn't good. I've made it all the way down to 25th. The Bears are in the top 25, and I haven't seen the Jacksonville Giants for an O-line ranking yet. They are 28th in the league.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah,
They suck offensively and defensively, really. Defensively, really, they're really bad. I think they're 32nd defensively.
So their left tackle, Walker Little, I believe that was their 3rd round pick last year, right? Their starting O-line, let's see. Blake Cant is starting at left guard because their starting left guard is out for the season. Mitch Morse is playing at center. He wasn't the starter to start the year. Brandon Sheriff is their best guy at right guard. And then there's Anton Harrison.
And looking at the injury report, we got Taylor Decker, who's been full practice for the last 2 practices. So I expect him to be a go.
Yep.
And CD's playing despite his broken finger.
I gotcha. Let's see.
Rodriguez is also
the only guy out this week due to an injury is Laporta.
Mm-hmm.
Emmanuel Mosley, Ifeatu Melifamu, and Broderick Martin all were a full goal all week, but they're being out as a healthy scratch.
Okay.
Ben Neiman is questionable, but he's on the practice squad again, so they'd have to call him up anyways. Carlton Davis was a full practice good to go. Taylor Decker was a full practice good to go. And Malcolm Rodriguez enters the night.
Yep, that's what I was just saying.
Cash App doesn't take anything either, JI, so either one works fine. I just don't like putting my phone number out there in the universe for everybody to have.
Right.
We're all healthy at O-line. Taylor Decker is a go this weekend.
Somebody was saying somebody was getting nervous because Carlton Davis had, he revealed he had broke his thumb. He says, "Well, he probably won't play this week." I said, "The hell he won't." Shoot, a broke thumb don't stop no cornerback. Well, he needs to. He's got 2 hands, dude. 2 hands. I played with a sprained middle finger when I was in high school at the same position. It hurts, but I'll tell you what. As long as you got legs and your head can swivel fine, you ain't got no problems as a cornerback. You don't need your hands. That's what pass breakups are for. That's your job.
So, that being said, what's your score prediction, Austin?
Not close, that's for sure. I'm gonna go 51-14.
Bistrella.
45-9.
I'm going to go with 48-17 like I put in my article. That's if everything goes right. And here's if everything goes wrong. We win 24-21.
Yeah, I think we're going to be playing a listless team.
Right. And the thing about this team that's different, we've already seen it. The Titans was called a trap game for the Lions when they came here. This team does not take any team lightly. And
There's
they
no such
come
thing
out
as trap games for the Lions.
right.
Keep trying.
And everybody said the Texans were a trap. I said, no, the Texans aren't a trap game. They're leading their division. That's a damn good team. We're
Yeah.
expecting a battle.
Yeah.
You know, did we expect it to be the way it is?
Yeah, I think the backups will be playing in the fourth quarter.
Well, we scored, what was it versus Dallas? 49?
47.
47, and we had the backups in before the end of the third quarter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we were beating the crap out of Tennessee too,
Mm-hmm.
and they put the backups in until after the beginning of the fourth. So
when they finally conceded and put their backups in,
they
that's what
got
we do. We don't put our backups in until we force the opponent to. That's what it is.
well in this condition. I don't think I would do. Wouldn't care at that if we're winning handily by that time. I would really put the backups in. I don't give a damn if they don't put their backups in. Because that's what the backups got to learn to play with starters anyway, against starters anyway, in certain game situations. So put them out there in the fourth quarter. Give it Hendon Hooker a good job. I mean, it's fucking Jacksonville. Come on. Their defense is not even good. It's 32nd in the league.
399.6 yards per game they give up.
That's just bad.
Andy Nutt says the Texans head coach talks too much shit.
No, he's all right.
I'd be talking shit to my team too if I lost that game.
Oh my God.
And the Pistons win again tonight, 99-95 over the Toronto Raptors.
See, they just got to play on Wednesdays and Fridays because it seems like when they win, it's Wednesdays and Fridays.
Does that mean
Sunday.
they're at,
What's that?
They're at 5? Does that mean they're at 500 yet?
No, they're 6-9 right now.
Okay.
But still, compared to last year, we didn't get our sixth win until after Christmas.
Yeah.
It was it was the next year. It was they didn't get their sixth win until I think January or
I said until after Christmas. I know by Christmas they still had less than 6 wins.
They had 4 wins at Christmas. They got their 5th win in the beginning of January. Yeah.
And
I was listening
but
to them
at the same time, going into March, the Red Wings were in a playoff spot and only won 3 games, and the Pistons won 4.
That was choking.
They went down faster than an OF girl for $20.
They try to do a Lions job there at the choking part when they had everything going for them. They decided, you know what, I don't want to play anymore.
That was a worse choke job than the Minnesota Vikings in 2016 when they started out 5-0 and then didn't even make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They're on track to do that this year.
Jacksonville's defense is terrible and disorganized at the same time. You're not lying.
Yep.
The best player on that team this year, and it isn't Josh Allen. It's the guy they took ahead of Aiden Hutchinson. Trayvon Walker has been their best defensive player this year.
Go Blazers.
Yeah, he's originally from Oregon, so he's a Portland Trailblazers guy.
James, did you read that one? And I'm being conservative. Oddly enough, I think 60 is doable if you want to be mean.
Here we go. Spoken Dan. Hey, gents, I'm in and out. Hello to everyone in the chat. Good to see you, Dad. Glad you're still around. I was beginning to worry. Hadn't seen you for a minute. What'd I say? After 9:30, he'll pop in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have 103 people watching across all the social networks. Don't forget to please go in there, whatever platform you're on, whether it's X, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's my channel or the Huddle Sports. Hit that like button. It helps the algorithm. Walker is indeed their best player, and he's no Hutch. Amen. It took him this long to get to 5.5 sacks.
And he's playing he's playing against the best offensive line in the league.
Yeah, according to PFF 4 days ago, the Lions are number 1, the Chiefs are number 2, and 3 is the Philadelphia Eagles.
I don't know how the Chiefs can be number 2. They ain't doing nothing offensively. They're giving and the way that Frogman is throwing the ball. Kermit the Frog. He got a lot of interceptions this year. He might end up with 17.
I'm going to call him what Ken Catalone, Kitty Ken calls him. Chief Frog Throat.
Kermit the Frog here.
Hey, ho. We're going to do a Hail Mary at the end of the game to win. If it doesn't work, they'll block the field goal.
Oh my God.
And did you see the end of that game? It's like he ran out the field like they just won a Super Bowl. I'm like, dude, he just blocked a field goal.
It's a division rival.
Yeah, maybe it would. But if Denver would have won, I probably would have done the same thing. I would have.
Yes. Don't forget, everybody. This
Calico
is
Ken.
Calico Ken. How you doing, meow? God, that was so much fun. I wonder if Ken ever makes a bet again. Yeah, I think he told me to kiss his ass. I said, why don't you do a profile picture bet with Ken DeVere fan? He goes, no, I'll lose. Yes, Muppet News to the Super Bowl.
So they get their ass kicked by the Lions.
Yes.
Yep.
All them Chief fans talking stuff. Ain't nobody can beat Patrick Mahomes. Goff did it twice, buddy.
I've got to send a picture in here because I got to show this to you. It's total penalties for every team but the Chiefs in it. And the reason why I'm saying that is it's crazy that the Chiefs don't have as many as the last place team on here.
So Goff beat him twice as a Lion, but he also beat him. I think he's still undefeated because they won. They beat him when he was a Ram.
No, only beat him once as a Lion, once as a Ram, and twice in college. He's 4-0 versus Patrick Mahomes because Cal beat Texas Tech twice. I'm going to download this picture, and I want to see what you guys think about this because I think it's ridiculous. I can't believe that this is a real thing, but it's the total penalties for each team in the NFL. And the fact that 44 is the last one on there and the Chiefs aren't in it is crazy.
Oh, so I got a new addition, by the way.
Oh, I see something. Is that a Funko Pop?
Yes, it is.
Is that the
Beastrilla? Beastrilla one, yeah. I'm getting a Mont St. Brown one too. That should
I'm
be
going to get rid of the ticker so you can see the bottom here.
Oh yeah,
number one in the penalties in the league is the Baltimore Ravens. They've had 80 this season. Number 2 is the Jets with 75. The Seahawks with 74. 72 for the Texans and the Panthers. 71 for the Browns. 69 for the Broncos and Titans. 67 for the Cowboys and Green Bay. 66 for the Saints. 65 for the Bills. 64 for the Patriots. 63 for the Vikings, 61 for the Buccaneers, 60 for the Dolphins, 59 at the three-way tie between the Lions, the Failcants, and the Foreskins, 58 the Sheagles, 57 the Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars, 56 for the Chicago Bears, 55 for the Colts, 53 for the Raiders and the Giants, 51 for the 49ers, 50 for the LA Rams, 48 is San Diego Chargers. 46 is the Cardinals. 44 is the Bengals. Do you notice who's not on there? And we've gotten down to 44?
Kansas City.
Right.
Kansas City.
They are sitting at 39 penalties on the season. There is no fucking way with the way that offensive line plays.
Cheating ass. Paying the refs off. I just went on a website, Jay, to the Funko website. You can make one of you, and then they got other ones too. They got other NFL. I'm getting a Mont St. Brown too. So
yeah, they got like Amon-Ra St. Brown. They've got an Aiden Hudson one. They got a Goff. They've got a Jahmyr Gibbs. And all they do is they change the hair and all of that. But the cool thing is on some of the Funko Pops, like if I send them my picture, they'll give them a goatee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could just make it up to how you look. That's why I got to put a Lions. I got to put a Lions logo on that hat, so
Yeah.
like my black hat.
How much did that cost?
Like about $10.
Oh, they're cheaper than I thought they were.
Yeah. Yeah, I got. They actually are a little bit more, but they give you a code to get like 20% off of them.
So, B,
So
did you see the new logo my brother did?
yeah, you had put it on others. Yeah, it was nice.
Okay.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice and clean. The only thing I don't like
Yep.
is the tail going in front of somebody's face. I wish he'd have just cut the tail off of the logo. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks like this guy's getting ready to sneeze from having his nose tickled. I found one for Modern Family 756J. It sort of looks like me and my dog. That's cool. And my hair isn't gray. That's fine.
What's your point?
You're not in your 50s, Jay.
Neither's mine.
Right.
Y'all young whippersnappers.
Right.
So
Get
I
off my
decided,
lawn.
fuck the Bears, fuck the Packers, and go. The Vikings can get skull fucked. I'm not giving them any credit. The only team we're here to talk about tonight is the Lions. God damn it. And guess what? At 8-1, we're still the kings of the North. 2-0 in the division. Fuck them all.
Right. Let that sink in with you.
You know, even though Leonard can't be here, his gnome can be an effigy.
That is a cool ass picture, though.
That is. I really like that.
Leonard loves it. He wants a hat like that too. I think I'm gonna have to try to find him one or get him one made.
Yeah, look like he's a modern elf too. If you look on his wrist on that one picture, he's got one of those new. You see that bracelet right there,
the friendship
bracelet.
Those new
new wave bracelets. Yeah, and it just reminds me of right there.
Yep. And I don't feel a day older than yesterday. Yep. I know, Dad. I feel the same way. What I love is how hard it is for other fans how to handle how good Detroit is.
Packer fans. Sorry, that just slipped.
Should have made one. J.I. says I should have made it without thumbs for Leonard.
So something just came across my computer regarding the NFL. Can I share it?
Sure.
Go for
it. Per Ian Rappaport, Seahawks starting center Connor Williams has decided to retire. Per coach Mike McDonald, he's just 27 years old.
Is he a starting offensive lineman?
Yeah,
he's the starting center.
Oh, shit.
He's their center.
Damn, that's fucked up. Because he said, I don't want to play this game no more. I don't like it.
I'm taking my toys and going home.
Right. Yeah, I figured I'd do that for you, Jay, because he would say the same thing if he was out here.
All I know is the one thing Leonard loves to say, and I can't do it anywhere half as good as he does it. Fuck the Packers.
Yeah. Fuck the Packers.
That's better. I don't have that up east accent down.
You gotta get that New York fling going.
So everybody that thought about the Seahawks were going to beat the 49ers in their house this week, you might want to rethink that.
Yep.
I think I did pick San Francisco anyway, so they're playing pretty good.
Yeah. We all picked San Francisco because of CMC being back and everybody's getting healthy at the right time. I mean, Kittle's got an ankle injury, but it's day to day. It's a game time decision. It's not like they said, "Oh, he's going to be out for weeks."
However, number one is the Arizona Cardinals, and they're playing good football right now too.
Yes, they are. They're playing really good, and they're about to get Darius Robinson back, who's in his 21-day activation window. And man, I'll tell you what, that to me was, for where he was picked and everything he said, that was the most impressive interview I listened to at the draft in the media room. The kid, when he talks about his game preparation, he goes, Monday, I go review my game film to see where I screwed up, and then I go out on the field in the afternoon and I try to correct it. You don't hear that for a kid coming out of college saying stuff like that.
Not usually.
Then he says the next day, I go study the game film of my opponent to look for his tendencies and what they do in certain blocking situations.
Mhm.
And I'm like going, hey, I'm just listening to him. I was like, now I know why Brad Holmes liked him. Because remember, if we didn't get a corner, we probably would have got Darius Robinson, guys.
Yeah. I mean, San Francisco's just starting to be San Francisco. I don't know about them being scary. I still ain't scared of them. I mean, going back to last year in the NFC Championship, and we put up 27 on them immediately. You know,
No,
in
they
the
don't
first
do a
half.
lot of
Yeah, we
penalties.
choked the
So that,
game. Yeah,
but
you know,
here,
8 less
here
than
is
ours.
my FYF for the Bears fans for you. Caleb Williams' total yards this season is 2,021 when you combine his rushing with his passing. The punter has punted for more yards than Caleb Williams has provided to the Chicago Bears offense.
But I
But hey,
thought
you're not going to be punting too much here.
I was gonna say I thought they didn't need the punter.
He's probably the
Yes,
one keeping them in the games.
yes, James, and I think it's great. I think it's great what Dan does to him in practice, messing with him. You know,
Yeah, he's
you
a
know,
rookie.
as a
Gotta
rookie, you
hate
know
him.
what they did all off season? When I was at the practice facility, they were making him kick from the hash mark he's not comfortable with. They made him keep kicking from the right hash every time instead of the left hash. And there's a reason for that. The Michigan Panthers always put him on the left hash because he's told them, hey, that's my best side. If I'm going to kick, I'm more accurate from that side. Every time he missed, they were on the right hash and outside. So
Man,
while they were outside at Allen Park in that training facility, they specifically ran the zone right run to put him on the right hash mark and force him to get used to kicking
that's how
into the
you
field
learn,
goal.
right?
Right.
You got to. This is the NFL. They're not going to just sit there and paint a pretty picture for you so you can kick
No.
an easy field goal. Nope, ain't going to happen
I,
that way.
I'm quite sure he probably had an office or a man cave at one point, but now that they're having a baby, it's a nursery.
And I got another bedroom I could turn into one.
Okay. Good man. Good man.
Look at you. Look at you. All right.
I just gotta turn it into one.
That's not bad. Just throw up a couple posters, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
That being said, I want to be able to catch the end of this fight because it's getting ready for Tyson and Paul, right? And it's that time of night anyways, guys. So what, like I said, worst case scenario, we win 24-21. Best case scenario, we mollywop them, wipe the floor with them, and leave McCorkle Jones in a bloody puddled mess after 4 or more sacks.
It's time for Ben Johnson to get silly with it. That's what
He's
he
going to
needs to
get
do.
jiggy with it.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na. Remember that song?
Walmart has posters.
Sure does. So does Amazon.
Yep.
Yep.
What part of Michigan are you in, Austin?
Howell.
Howell?
How?
Oh, he's right in between both of us, B.
Yeah. Sure is.
But I want to thank everybody for watching. But I have to give homage to my sponsor, and B loves the way I do this. It's Branded Service right at the corner of South Grand Traverse and West Atherton Road, 602 West Atherton Road.
Where?
In Flint, where the water's shit, but the tires are good.
You always nail that, man. It's unbelievable how you just nail that.
Stop in and check us out. Used tires. Talk about starting at $45 and up, depending on size and condition. New tires. Call to get your quote, 810-233-8230. Talk to George, Red, or myself. For Austin Hacker, Bistrilla to Thrilla, and myself, I want to say thank you for watching. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Patty Grimes, it's good to see you too. I'm sorry if I didn't get to all the chats tonight, but you know what? They were coming in faster than I could talk. The only thing
problems for Michigan drivers.
I think a solver of problems for Michigan roads. because 90% of the problems isn't the driver. It's the fact that you got cops that have to sit on the side of the road. Drunk driver or missing potholes.
You got it, James.
I might have to work. I'm going to try. If I'm going to be there, I will do a community post on when I'll show up at Sharky's there, Patty. But thank you so much. Jim Jackson, good to see
What's
you.
going on,
Glad you
Jim?
showed up. You guys have a great evening. And remember, try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. It's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Much love to everybody. Unless you're tired of talking to a rival fan base, then
Fuck the Bears. Fuck the Packers. Fuck the